I really didn't know about Gen50 and Aaron until my sophomore year, and I started hanging out with the older guys on the team because it was mainly a thing that varsity guys went and did. They had come down and talked to us as freshmen, but you don't really understand it until you're like involved in it. And so at first when I started going at least, which is why a lot of people go, is because it just gives you something to do after a Thursday practice. I didn't realize how much these guys had impacted me because I went through I wasn't very religious at first. Like, I believed in God, but that's because that's what I was raised in. I guess my mind started catching up with me, and I started going through, I was depressed and suicidal my senior year of football. And I was battling with that a lot alone because growing up as a man, you're not really taught to talk about your feelings and all that. When I was going through all this, I was hidden for the most part. I was hiding it from everybody. It was like, and I was dealing it, and then it got really bad and I started self-harming. I was cutting my wrists, I was doing anything. It's like I didn't want to die, but I didn't want to live either. And so when my parents found out, it was a big deal. But later that night, around like midnight, I had Aaron show up out of nowhere. Like, I didn't even know my parents called Coach Lovelady, and Coach Lovelady called Aaron. And then I was sitting there, my mom was cleaning me up, like helping me, because I couldn't even think for myself at the time. And Aaron was there midnight, like without hesitation. And that's when it really sunk in with me and connected with me. It's like all these connections I'd been making that I thought didn't really mean much. Like, he was there, like he's always said he would be. You always need somebody to help you. Like, humans, we're social beings, and you need somebody to always be there. Like, we're not supposed to be alone. Like, everybody always has that feeling to be around people. That's why people are so isolated and like they're not really happy. They're just kind of living. But for me, it was you need somebody like that, because as you can't do it by yourself as hard as you want, as much as you want to do it by yourself. It's very difficult to do. Supporting a program like Gen50 gives your athletes someone to look to talk to, maybe be that person that you want to be, but since you're a coach, you can't really do. So it gives you that part that most football teams are missing, is what I've seen.